Yeah, I don't know. I've tested her in every single team right here. She's better than Little. Right, look at this, right? This one, she's better than Little. Yeah, she's better than Little here. Little Mermaid, Little, she's better here. Little Mermaid, Little, she's better here. Little Mermaid and Little, she's better here. Every team that I've tested, she's literally better than Little. Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another NIKKE Goddess of Victory video. So let's talk about Siren or Little Mermaid. Yes, you heard me right, she is going to be the next best meta character for anyone to obtain. Initially, I thought her design is going to be leaning towards the veteran players only because of her requirements to need certain specific characters. You know, ideally with the ammo requirement, you need machine gun characters, etc to make her be able to fully utilize her skills. But I guess after testing her out in much more various team comps, I can pretty much assume that she is going to be a very flexible character, and pretty much I don't see any reason for you to not pull for her at all, because right now she is definitely meta. She's strong, she's just worth it, unless you are just waiting to get Mihara later on and you can only pick one. Now there's quite a lot of things happening in the current anniversary, so let's just briefly glance through a little bit. So first things first, as you can see, we got the Road to Villain. This thing is going to be pretty awesome. As you can see, you are going to get plenty of skill books right here. Alright, this is all going to be a big major help for you to basically level up a new character, definitely do all of the required missions and weekly challenges. As far as I know, this thing is going to be a permanent thing. You can see event ends will inform separately. So until you are able to complete this, it goes all the way to level 99. So that's like a lot of rewards to be able to obtain. One more thing is going to be there's a 5x5 supply, so make sure you guys are doing this as well. Now this one is going to be a little bit more tricky, I guess. There's just no explanation of how these things work, but ideally you are going to be able to get the tickets based on the quests, and you can see the reward info. These are the things that you can obtain in every single bingo tiles, right? Now, there's also the fever right here, which you can obtain one of the next item. You really can't see what the item is, so you can basically just randomly choose to get a ×2. Once you get these stones, you can ideally just resupply to go to the next one. Now every time you get the stones, you can go to the next one. You can choose to go to the next one early, or you can choose to stay here to basically obtain all of these things first. That's what I intend to do, because the skill manuals seems to be quite important as well. So if you look at this, the resupply reward for each cycle, I've already finished the first cycle. You're gonna get 2 tickets. The next one is gonna give you 3 tickets. And the next one after is going to give you 5 tickets. So I made a little bit of calculation regarding this bingo thing, and hopefully I'm going to give you guys an idea of how this thing works. Now again, when I log in today, they give me 3 of the tickets basically per login, right? If you click on this right here, it says that every single day when you log in, you're gonna get ticket. So I assume that ×3 is going to be every single day. Assuming ×3 every single day, you can see 20 days left, or 21 days, right? Now again, this is assuming every single day you log in, you get 3. And I've calculated in the supply mission right here for all the Mihara and Little Mermaid quests. Little Mermaid quest is going to be 34, Mihara's one is going to be 34. So as you can see, this is going to be total up to 68. 68 plus 63 it's going to be 131. You have more than enough days to basically reach the last tile. Alright, you can basically reach all the way, because if you notice, there's only up to ×6. Once you go to the next one, you are not going to be able to go back to the previous one to obtain the rewards that you miss. I recommend you guys to open up every single tile so you maximize the rewards that you get, so that you are able to get the skill manuals here as well, if they are giving you 3 tickets per day. Now let's move on to Little Mermaid. Free?
I'm Mori, a member of the incubator squad.
Reminds me of Kilo.
If you need me to do.
Wait, this is new. Conduct Little Mermaid recruitment 20 times, 40 times. Wait, this is new. Wait, what is this? If you pull 20 times, you get 10 of this. But if you pull 40 times, you get back 10 tickets. Okay, let's see how this works, right? If I do this, so this is like a it's similar to Brown Dust 2, where they give you back some rebates, right? Okay, so if I do this, does this count? Or does the free pulls one count towards it? Is 100? Okay, I think I understand how the system works. 20 more time available. So the free one doesn't count towards this rebate. The free one doesn't count towards this rebate. So if I do 10 pull right now, right? Let's do that. Ooh, is this a? Okay. Is this it though? Which one is this? Okay. So it's it's going to be Miranda. One tap? No, it's not. It's not quite a one tap. I wish I could be that lucky. Now, for those of you who are not aware, Pilgrim banners, they are going to be 1%. So as you can see, it counts towards this thing. So if I do 10 more pulls, I will be able to get those currency right there, right? So if I do this, boom, okay, and then now I can come here and claim this. So my next one is going to be 40 more times, is it? So 40 more times, okay, so basically you do 60 pulls, you will be able, it's still pretty good. So if you spend a little bit too much, you are getting some things in return. It does incentivize people to spend more than they should though, right? Because if you spend certain currency, you are going to try to want to get the rebate as well. Not here yet. 2 tap for you. Damn, 2 tap. Okay, so this is going to be 1% will destroy your account. 1% banner is supposed to destroy your account. That's the whole point. Oh, here comes. Here comes. Okay, so we got all the way there. Alright. Oh man, who? Not you again, come on. Why is it query? So hopefully we don't burn too much of our gems, right? You got Drake from the mission pass. Yeah, apparently you get... Oh! 3 free Drakes. And what? Who shall this be? Who shall this be? Okay, so this is... Why is it always the same position? Where's the Pilgrim? Where's the Pilgrim? Missilis. Okay, already maxed her. So this is going to be my 3rd SSR already. So I am going to be able to get this right now, right? So as you can see, if I do 40 more pulls, I get 10 more. So 40 pulls, can I get it? Can I get it? Okay, so we didn't get anything there. I'm getting too many SSRs. Yeah, but it's not what I want though. I honestly don't need any of those. Okay, so Pilgrim banner, guys. Ooh, fake out. Ah, shoot. Okay, so no fake out, nothing yet. So it has to be this one. It has to be this one. Okay, alright. Oh! Okay, Little Mermaid. Little... Okay, say it with me guys. Little Mermaid. Pilgrim? Oh man. Okay, I'll take a mana.
Looks like I'm going to be busier for the time being.
So mana is fine. Now, fortunately enough, they do give you back the rebate. So we take back 10 tickets. Guys, this is the worst banner ever, guys. This is the worst banner. So, oh, come on. Rebate. This is why you get rebate. Okay. Okay, why is it the same position again? Come on, Pilgrim. Ah, man. Man.
Like me who knows.
Little scam mate. Okay, next one for sure, right? Next one. Okay. That spot is cursed. I don't know why, but I'm constantly getting in that spot. In that 6 spot, 7 spot. Give it to me on the first spot. Come on. Okay. Here. This banner sucks for you. I'm going back to saving for collab. Your Little Mermaid. So now I got more of these things. Okay, if I spend another 40 pulls, I will get 10. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, that's a new spot. That's a new spot, right?
Your orders, please.
Pilgrim? Okay. Alright.
I will never fall. Never
there
falter.
We go.
Must...
So just in accordance to my theory previously, right? Like I mentioned before, even though Siren is a little bit lacking in terms of her buffs, and I was a little bit upset of her buffs as well, to be honest, truthfully. But now looking at the damage, she is doing more than Modernia. So I think I am very happy with her performance because she's meant to use as a sub DPS buffer rather than just a dedicated buffer like Lita. So this one it
I'm
is.
glad that's all resolved.
184.
Now I need to go wash up again.
So as you can see, Siren was the second highest damage dealer in this team, right? Behind Rapi Red Hood. So she is going to be able to output quite a number of damage, which is pretty insane. But that is also considering that in this particular team, we do have how many machine gun? We got 3 machine gun, which is Crown, Rapi Red Hood, and of course, what's the name? Modernia right there, right? Okay, so far first testing. Alright, let's jump into this a little bit. 1.8 billion with Little Mermaid, 1.4 billion with Litter. Is Little Mermaid a Litter killer? Yes. Yes, she is. So far we can see based on this right here, because she literally carried this by doing so much damage right here. Litter could barely do any damage. Now in terms of, but if you look at everyone else, right? Rapi Red Hood, in a Little Mermaid team, she did 734 million. In a Litter team, Rapi Red Hood did 731 million. So that gives me the assumptions that Litter's buffs and Little Mermaid's buffs are very similar, right? To the point of, so even though this damage is higher here, but it's because of Little Mermaid carrying it, right? So let's look at one more sample. Helm, 130 here, 134. So can you see how the buffs are very similar, right? Extension of Modernia is way higher right here, alright, comparatively to this particular one. So I feel like this one is going to be very interesting. Now keep in mind, we do have 3 machine gun right here. We got Crown, which is a MG right here, right? We got Rapi Red Hood, which is MG right here, and we got Modernia. So I'm curious, if we were to lessen the amount of machine gun characters in the party, would that have changed, right? Now the last time we had a really tight showdown between Burst 1 characters was between Litter and Rapi Red Hood. That was a few months back. Now that was like really close neck in neck between both of them, right? Litter and Rapi Red Hood both can have their pros and cons. I would say in some situation Litter wins, in some situation Rapi Red Hood wins in my testing. But right here in my testing with Little Mermaid versus Litter, she pretty much smokes everyone out of the water. In terms of Burst 1, you can see right here in this team comp, I use Crown, Rapi Red Hood, Helm, and Modernia. So we got 3 machine gun right here. You can clearly tell in this particular one, yes, Siren is going to win right there. So also I tried to see if adding more machine gun characters is going to help improve her team comp, and yes it does. As you can see right here, by swapping Helm for Asuka Willy, that's going to basically increase your damage overall. So the more machine gun characters you have, the more she's going to be able to benefit from, right? Because one of her skill kit requires the ammo to be consumed. So that means that's going to be how it is. Now you can see right here, this one is really close because I'm putting them in a character or in a team comp that only has 1 machine gun unit. In this case, Rapi Red Hood, right? Blanc and Noir is going to be here alongside with Helm. As you can see, this one, the damage difference is not that far off, right? Because there's only 1 machine gun character units. But even then, Little Mermaid still beats Litter just due to the damage, personal damage that she can do from her own, right? She is going to be not just a buffer, but she also is going to be able to help the team with a little bit of damage. In some cases, in some instances, she can be the second highest as well. Now you can see this one is going to be the same. I tried in the Mast and Anchor in this particular team with Scarlet Black Shadow and Mana. So we have these particular 2 teams. Now Mast is going to be the only machine gun character right here. You can see right here, she is able to help Scarlet Black Shadow's buffs even more, right? Comparatively, when you compare to Litter, way higher score, way higher damage right here. So in this particular team comp, it seems like Little Mermaid is going to triumph, alright? Now in terms of this, alright, I try in a sort of like a Fire Pierce team with Grave, Alice, and of course Red Hood, with Maxwell buffing both of these. I made sure that Maxwell's passive is going to go through to Red Hood and Alice. As you can see, in this team comp, as per usual, Little Mermaid still wins, even with an Alice on auto, by the way. Mind you, I'm not spamming the shots, I'm just letting the AI auto. So AI is going to try to hold to full charge every time, so that's going to basically take more time, right? Even then, still, Little Mermaid still is going to win on top as well. And one more team right here with Blanc, Scarlet Black Shadow, Alice, and Noir. Again, still won by Little Mermaid. And then in this particular team, in this particular showdown, I decided to try with Crown, Quincy, Escape Queen, Helm, and Modernia. So we got 2 machine gun, 1 SMG right here with Quincy as Queen. This time I compare with Rapi Red Hood. Again, she destroys Rapi Red Hood burst 1 as well. So Little Mermaid right now, she is the best burst 1 character, bar none. Alright, so there's just no competition. She is going to be similar to Crown. How Crown is the best burst 2, Little Mermaid is going to be the best burst 1. Now, should you get her? Yes, absolutely. Now, in my previous pre-analysis video, I talk about, you know, the requirements might be a little bit tight for some players. I feel like after looking at what I have observed today, it seems like it might not be that big of a deal. Alright, I still think that every single player should pull her because she is just that strong. Now let's talk about building her in a team comp, and of course with in this particular case, who is going to be the best one to team with her, etc, and what is the build generally, right? Now, obviously, like I mentioned, she is very strong. Similar to Little, you want to try to get all her skills up. Now, if you ask me what is the skill priority, I'm going to be honest, all her skills are equally good. In that case, you should try to get them to 444, 777, and get it to 10-10-10, right? The last one is going to boost attack damage and also increase attack. The middle one is going to be determining her damage, right? Her personal damage. The skill one is going to basically improve the CDR and also give focus fire. Now, all of these are very good things. Ideally, I would rank all 3 of them at equal, right? So in my opinion, a skill 1 and skill 2, you know, probably skill 1 a little bit more if you don't care about her damage, but man, she does so much damage as a support character, it is just insane. Now, hopefully, in terms of skill priority, if you can get her up to 10-10-10, I do think that she's worth it, right? In terms of the cubes, this is something that I get asked a lot. Now, Bastion cube is going to be very good. If you have this upgraded, definitely go for it, alright, because she's an SMG character. If not, Wingman cube is also going to be a very good option because it's going to give her the ammo capacity right here, right? If you guys are not aware, this is the one that increases your max ammo capacity. Now, speaking of max ammo capacity, that's also going to be what you want in terms of her substats for the overload gears. This is going to be the priority list. Since she can do a lot of damage, I do recommend going for elemental damage, followed by max ammo capacity as a second priority. Attack percent is going to be the least, and then of course crit rate and damage is going to be you know, the lesser priority. So obviously you should prioritize these 3. Ideally, that's going to be the best one moving forward. As you can see, that's going to be the one that I try to see if I can get, right? Obviously, not going to be perfect, but I'm still trying to configure her damage accordingly. Now, in terms of campaign, by far, she is going to be the best burst one right now. So she is so flexible and so strong, similar to Crown. There's no like one team that's like she really needs. I feel like ideally, yes, you want to have machine gun characters with her. She's going to be able to benefit more from that. But regardless, if you have Crown, that's going to be the best one, right? Crown is the best burst 2. So you pair them together, best burst 1, best burst 2, you have the best team, right? So followed by preferably something like Rapi Red Hood just to increase the damage a little bit more, alright? Now, if you want to, or of course, something that you will use is Helm with the Treasure. This is going to be something that you will see a lot. This is going to be you know, a character that is going to be very prominent. So Rapi Red Hood and Helm will be bursting. Helm is going to provide the heal, Crown is going to provide the shield, Little Mermaid will be buffing everyone, and last but not least, I would say in most cases, the last one is going to be pretty flexed. Alright, you can also use something like Modernia in this case because she is pretty flexible. Now, I do understand that this team can be a little bit expensive. There's a bunch of Pilgrims and Overspec right here, but if you come to me and ask me what's probably going to be one of the better teams consistently in the campaign, I would say this is going to be the one, right? Now, if you don't have this particular team comp, alright, you're trying to make a separate team, you can also go with something like the Maid Mask, because she is a machine gun character alongside with Maid Anchor, and then you can go with 2 DPS characters. So something like Scarlet Black Shadow and Alice works here. If you're not, you can also use Scarlet Black Shadow and Mana. So that is going to be a very good team comp as well if you're trying to tackle, you know, with your Scarlet Black Shadow, and she is going to be your strongest character. Last but not least, if you don't have any of the said teams, you have Blanc and Noir instead. Now those are going to be pretty good, like I said right here, so pretty flexible as well. You can go with something like Red Hood, for example, with Quincy as Queen as your DPS, and then this team is gonna be pretty decent. Again, just to give you guys an idea, she's pretty flexible. I wouldn't worry so much about the team. The only team that maybe she can't work in, or maybe she would perform really bad with is maybe in like a Cinderella electric team. Ideally you want Rouge there as opposed to her, and then maybe like a dedicated shotgun team or a dedicated sniper rifle team. Alright, if those are the cases, then I can see she might underperform slightly, but so far based on my testing, she's just insane. You absolutely have to get her at least one copy. Now in terms of dupes, that's going to be up to you, right? For me, I'm not really a dupe believer because it's going to be very expensive for just a few more percent of the stats, right? I've made plenty of videos before talking about dupes. Yes, it's going to give you higher stats, and yes, you can do more damage, but do you really need it, right? So in my humble opinion, here's what's going to happen, right? Her banner is going to be available for the next 21 days. So just do the daily free pulls first, see how it goes, and then you can decide later on after Mihara comes out, because we have one more character, and of course we're gonna have a collaboration later in June as well. So with that, I feel like Little Mermaid is going to be one of the best character ever, so hopefully you guys get her. So yeah, make sure you guys give this video a like if you guys find it helpful as per usual. I'll see you guys again very soon. Take care. If you guys haven't already subscribed, give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.